A quote from President Eisenhower that I just love is, "Plans are useless, but there's no substitute for planning." And considering that man was a U.S. general during World War II, that guy probably had to go through quite a few plans in his life. But you need to be able to adapt. You need to be ready, and you need to constantly be able to just go off in a different direction when the situation calls for it. So you need absolute flexibility. You need to have tremendous foresight. You need to put in the work and the planning, and then you need to throw it all out when it doesn't work for you anymore. So thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video, and here's some thoughts on how to be flexible in a production. As weird as it is to say, I think the most important thing you can do is expect the unexpected. That sounds impossible, and it largely is, but that just means to try to be ready for the things that you wouldn't expect to happen. And largely that has to do with safety. There's never an excuse to why you shouldn't have a first aid kit, you shouldn't have an emergency contact, you shouldn't have someone who knows the emergency response numbers nearby in case you need it, and there isn't someone around who could work as an EMT. On top of that, you always want to make sure that you have a spare tire. You want to make sure that there's a spare vehicle if you need it. Expect the unexpected is there's just so many things that are going to go wrong. Make sure that you have a backup and you have additional time to address these things when they will come up and bite you. Another great quote that I heard from James Cameron, another man who has some definite experience in large productions, is that your plan A is great. Your plan B is good. Now, tell me about plan C, D, E, F, G, H. You have to have that many ready. If you have thousands or millions of dollars going into every day of filming, you absolutely need to make sure that no time is wasted. And if you can't, for any reason, work on this part of the project, then shift all your resources to work on this part of the project. Prep for that part of the project. Always make the best use of your time. And have the plans in place so you don't have to be chasing people around and explaining all this. You can just say, okay, we're going to be moving on to this, and everyone knows exactly what you're doing. That is excellent planning. An important thing to remember while you're dealing with the problems on set is keep it quiet. You don't want to panic people. If you outright are saying, okay, we can't do this, so all of tonight might be a complete bust and we're wasting all our time, you're going to lose so much energy, so much faith from so many people on the cast and crew by doing that. And if it doesn't turn out to be as bad as you think it is, which is often the case, you just lost all that for no reason. And if you did, well, you didn't gain much by it either. There are some times where you have to, put your hands up and say, sorry guys, we have to quit for tonight. There's nothing else that we can do. Act of God. But that's not always the case. And there's always a right way to deal with it. It's all about discretion. If you have a problem with someone, keep it quiet. Don't make it public, the kind of problems that you have and the kind of solutions that you have. Let people deal with things personally. Let the energy still stay good, and just be discreet. Clear communication is absolutely essential. When something happens that affects everyone on a production, let them know quickly, let them know clearly, keep any rumors from going around, and just pull off the Band-Aid, deal with it right away. And if there's something that just holds everything up, let people know, hey, you can just sit back and relax. If you can get some work done, yeah, get some work done, but this is free time. People like to know. They like to know, oh, I got 10 minutes to relax. I have half an hour to relax. Oh, I'm not sure how long I'll have to relax, so I'll have to stay nearby. Let people know exactly what's going on to the best of your ability. Be discreet with the information, but when you share it with everyone, be very clear, and let people know how the expectations are changing. That's all they really need to know. One of the hardest lessons that you can get while running a production is knowing when to stop, when to give up, when to throw up your hands and say, okay, this isn't working. We can absolutely kill ourselves trying to make this work, or we can step away and start again someplace else, another day, whatever. And there are times where you just need to stop. For whatever reason, if it's not working, if the situation isn't right, if it's getting dangerous, if it's so many things could go wrong, there's so many options to it. But always be ready to just call it. Nope, this isn't working. We have to stop. Don't be ashamed of it. Thank you for watching. I'm Michael Bruner of Brogan Video. Remember, at its best, video is a tool for genuine communication between people, as it should be. So, get out there and share your heart.